It's a major disruptor in the athleisure space, and some call it the Lululemon killer. Vuori has been eating into market share competitors like Lulu, Gap's Athleta, and Nike, and now it plans to open dozens more retail locations in the U.S. Joe Kudla is the founder and CEO of Vuori. Joe, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
I know you said in past interviews that you don't need Lululemon to actually fail in order for you to succeed, but you want their share. Where are you gaining the share most from at this point in your estimation?
Look, I think it's across the board, but when Lululemon was building a business rooted in leggings, Vuori was building a business rooted in versatility and lounge. And coming out of COVID, with the way people are living our lives, we're seeing people return to occasions. They want to dress up, but they don't want to lose that comfort that they got so comfortable with during COVID. And that's what Vuori does. That's at the heart of our brand. And so we're seeing it across all categories. Our design ethos is built to move in, styled for life. And we apply that not only to fitness product, but to lounge, also to travel commute products that you would wear to the office or wear to the golf course. And we're seeing this recipe of built to move and styled for life applied to these categories. And it's really resonating in a deep way with our consumer.
You say that you've built a deep connection with that consumer, but that consumer very recently has shown its willingness to try a lot of other brands, hence the rise of Vuori, the rise of Alo, in addition to all of these customers also still shopping at Lulu, still buying Nike gear. How do you know that that connection is firm and that they will continue buying when they've already shown that they're willing to try all sorts of new things?
Look, I think in our business, it always comes down to product. It's product, and innovation. Our number one value as a brand is to make great product, and that starts at the textile level. Vuori has innovated. We've proven that we've brought really incredible innovative fabrics that strike this perfect trifecta between performance, comfort, and all-day wearability. That recipe is what we apply to everything we make, and I'm confident that as long as we continue to keep that product obsession, institutionalize that product obsession, and take incredible care of our customers, the future looks bright.
Joe, it's Karen Feinerman. Thanks for being on. I'm a big fan. I got the joggers, the polo tee, the whole deal. But I'm really interested by this. I know you want to grow your stores, your omni-channel, but seeing lots of times a Vuori, an Alo, and a Lululemon on three corners of a busy intersection. How do you think about when customers come to look for athleisure or related or lounge, where do they go first, and where do you fit in that?
Yeah, we want to be at the center of where people are shopping for this category. And we want to win through innovation, and we want to win through aesthetic and our textile sensibility. So we like hanging out where Lulu and Alo hangs out. In some respects, a high tide lifts all boats. We don't believe that Alo or Lulu necessarily needs to lose in order for us to win. We think that this is a growing market. Today, we're in a $95 billion category. It represents 23% of all apparel sales in the U.S. It's scheduled to grow to 25%. So we're in a growth market. And we think as long as these continued trends towards casualization and health and wellness continue to be prevalent, we think we're in a really great spot to grow the business, irrespective of the competition.
Hey, Joe, it's Tim. Again, love the brand, love what you're doing. You started out as a men's brand, whereas Lulu started out with women and moved into men's. Do you have a demo that you think is more important to your future right now in terms of differentiation? I think part of as a man, I think part of that appeal in the fitness world is something that actually is more wearable. But I'm just curious, as you think about growth, do you want to focus one side or the other?
One of the beautiful things about our business today is we're 50-50 men's and women's. We started the business, as you mentioned, in men's back in 2015. But we launched women's in 2018. It's quickly grown to be about 50% of our business. And that's how we assort the line. That's how we assort our retail stores. We think that that's a competitive advantage. We always will speak authentically to men. This business was built by a man. It's always going to be very important and a strategic point of differentiation between some of our competitors. But women's is coming on very strong. And I think our tactile sensibility and our aesthetic that comes very natural to us is resonating very deeply with women. So we think 50-50 is where we would like to stay.
We just showed a graphic saying that you want to open 100 plus retail locations by 2026. How do you fund an expansion of that magnitude in such a short amount of time? Is there an IPO along the way, Joe?
I can't comment on the IPO. We're keeping an eye on the public markets, but we've largely grown this business through cash flow generation. At a time when a lot of these D2C peers were raising a lot of money and acquiring customers at losses, Vuori was always focused on very positive unit economics, and that resulted in a really healthy balance sheet, a really healthy cash flow generator, and so we've been largely investing in our growth through cash flow. We will open over 20 stores in the U.S. this year with additional stores abroad. We've got another aggressive year of store expansion planned for next year. We love our stores because it introduces the product introduces a broader assortment of product to our customer. And some of our highest valued customers originate in our retail stores because we provide an exceptional level of service.